All right, advice for Mormon at BYU. Hey there, Billy Nickname. Last week on your podcast, you read a letter from a Mormon attending BYU asking for advice about leaving the church. As a former Mormon, that's a great, former Mormon. Hi, I'm Mike Mormon. I'm a former Mormon. Keep it going for the former Mormon, who also grew up in Utah. I thought I could only offer a little advice for them. I also went through something similar when I was 19. I told my parents I wasn't going to go on a mission, which is a huge rite of passage in the Mormon religion. Oh my God, they must have been crushed. And then you got to deal with upsetting the two people that you want the most approval from. They were really upset about it, and it was hard for me to do, but I couldn't lie to myself anymore and try to believe in what the church teaches. Not long after that, I moved out of my parents' house and started attending the University of Utah in Salt Lake City. It seemed daunting at the time, and I didn't think I would be able to afford it, but somehow I was able to do it. Good for you. The hardest part about leaving the church is that the other members will ask you a million questions about why you're leaving, and they're always trying to convince you to come back. Obviously, you can't shut out your family completely, but if you don't believe in what the church teaches, then you're not doing yourself any favors by staying just because it's routine. Take it from me. I left the church a long time ago, and I don't regret it. The people I know who have regrets are the ones I went to high school with, stayed in the church, went on missions, got married in the temple, and ended up leaving Mormonism anyway. They all say that they would do things differently if they had to do it over again. The Mormon church isn't going anywhere. It will always be there if you eventually decide to go back, but you'll never get your time back if you decide to stay in the church and then end up regretting it. I hope this helps, and I'm sure you'll meet people who feel the exact same way you do. I've met tons of them, and they really helped me out. Anyways, as always, thanks, and go hug yourself. Wow. Yeah, I imagine if you looked for some sort of support group online, you could probably find a way to do that. And I like what he said. The church is always going to be there. You can always come back, Or, maybe you enjoy it as much as this guy does and you stay out. There you go. It's your life. You choose. All right. Advice from Mormon. Here we go. Is another one. Dear Billy Baal, B-A-A-L. Look it up. All right. Is this Mormon for ball bag? Let's see. B-A-A-L. Mormon word. How many times? Baal. All right. What the fuck is this? This is some deep religious shit here. Bible Dictionary. B-A-A-L. Possessor, Lord, the sun god, and the male or generative principle in nature. He was worshipped with different ideas and rites in different places. So it's a possessor lord. The fuck is a possessor lord? Is that a landlord for Jesus? I don't even know what that means. See, this is why I just try to keep my life simple, because even if I don't know a word, if I look it up, I still don't know the word. All I'm left with is more questions. Just wanted to chime in on the advice that you gave that kid at BYU. Okay, good, because I didn't think I gave him good advice. I had no idea whatever. I grew up Catholic on the East Coast and converted to Mormonism when I was 18. Then a year later, I left my top 20 college to serve a mission in Las Vegas. You went to Las Vegas to try and convert people? Jesus Christ, you dove in with both feet. Can I just talk to you for a second about Mormonism? Some guy sitting at a blackjack table, he's on a roll, or even worse, he's fucking losing. When I got back, my school wouldn't take me. I was in a music program for drums and hadn't practiced in 2 years, so I had hoped to go to BYU for a year and build my chops back up before I could get back into my original program. Wait a minute. What do you mean? Where the fuck does your school not take you? I grew up Catholic. You converted to Mormonism. You left your top 20 college to serve a mission in Las Vegas. When I got back, my school wouldn't take me. Oh, so I had to go to BYU for a year and build my chops back up before I could get back into my original program. Oh, because you haven't played drums in 2 years. All right. I got married in the church, and because my parents were members, they couldn't go to the ceremony in the temple. What? We did have a separate ring ceremony for all my friends and family, as the marriage in the temple is usually small with a little pomp and circumstance. I can't think of anything that has hurt my parents as much as the decision that I have made surrounding my beliefs. The long talks, the arguments, the crying, the pain of not being around their son, etc. It was very hard on my family. Through all of that, though, they want me to be happy and want me to be me. We are closer now than we have ever been, having worked through our differences. Your parents should always love and support you. Well, it depends on what you're doing. You know, if you're going to go rob a liquor store, shoot some heroin, I don't think they should love and support. Well, they could say no in a love and supporting way. While I was at BYU, there was a student in my program that took his life because he didn't like the lifestyle of the church and was scared of what his parents would think. Oh, my God. Having spoken to his parents after his death, they would rather have their son alive and out of the church than dead and in the church. Wow. It will be hard, but don't ever feel like there is no way out and no one that has your back. BYU can make you feel that way. Begin to talk with your parents about it now and share how you feel about yourself. They will be hurt, but still love you. Eat a dick, Bill. Get some meat on those bones, you skinny bitch. I love when, if I'm fat, I'm fat. If I'm skinny, I'm too skinny. I just can't make you people happy. Ooh. All right, what do we got here? From a masculine lesbian lady. Oh, I put it out there. Valentine's Day was coming up, is coming up. The pressure's always on the guy, and we have to show how much we love them, and they really don't have to do shit other than put on something hot and bang you. And they act like they're doing you a favor when sex feels good to them too. So I really don't understand, Can you imagine if I acted like, banging my wife was this great pleasure thing for her? As I'm on top of her, like, like I'm not having a good time. And those are the noises I make during sex. And you can fucking deal with that for the rest of the day. Have that in your head. That's what I do on a loop. From a masculine, so I asked, I want to talk to the man in the more manly woman in the lesbian relationship. What does she have to do? Because there's two ladies there, right? Now, do you both demand shit, or does one, the one who has to go up on the fucking roof during the rain to fix the fucking, goddamn, the fucking satellite dish, right? So anyways, hey, yo, Billy Bibacity? I got another word I have to look up. I have no idea. Where do you guys hear these fucking words? I know I can't spell. I know I'm fucking stupid. Now, bibacity, usually uncountable, the practice or habit of drinking too much alcohol. Oh my God, I love this word. How do you pronounce it? Pronunciation. Is it bibacity? Come on, let me hear it.
Bibacity. Bibacity.
How do you say it?
Bibacity.
Bibacity. Is that how you say it? Bibacity. All right. Hey, yo, Billy Bibacity. Wow. This person's a thinker. Although I think you are back on the wagon of late. Yes, I am. I have been a fan of yours. Wait, I got to look that word up again. I already forget what it means. Booze hound, right? Bibacity. The practice or habit of drinking too much alcohol. Somebody who boozes, that's a great name for a band. It's a great name for a podcast. Billy Bibacity, I don't know if you can beat that. That's a great wrestling character. He's drunk. He can't hear the ref. I have been a fan of yours going on a decade now. You were literally my favorite comedian all the way back to you punching the muffins at the flea market. My flippin' favorite. God bless you. You put out the call for a masculine lesbian lady to write, so here's your earful. First off, I have no idea what it's like to be a man. All I know is that I can relate to so many of your jokes and rants about the dynamics between men and women from the man side. Isn't it refreshing to hear a woman say she actually doesn't know what it's like to be a man? So many of these fucking assholes. I know exactly what it's like. It's easier. You're a cartoon character. I've been married to my lovely wife for 21 years, the first 9 illegally until same-sex marriage became legal in Massachusetts when we legalized our vows. Congratulations. In our relationship, I am the breadwinner, the fixer of all broken things, the killer of scary bugs, for sure, the one who would have to climb on the roof and fix the damn antenna in the rain. Barring that, the one that's got to negotiate with the servicemen while she nudges me and says, just pay him, I'm missing my show. The one who pays for dinner, even when I'm the celebrated. The list goes on. Oh, my God. Jesus Christ, could I have a beer with you? Further, I am expected to ensure my lovely wife is wowed on Valentine's Day, our anniversary, and her birthday. I make good money, don't get me wrong, but my gosh. I like that you already said flippin' and my gosh. Are you a card player? Do you play old lady cards, crazy eights? Where the hell am I? I ended on my gosh. In fairness, she puts up with my mercurial attitude, circular debating, and occasional raging. Wait, is somebody trolling me right now? Is this the lesbian version of me? Still, I have, but I don't say my gosh. Still, I have no doubt that I would be cut in half if we divorced. Also, no doubt she'll outlive me while being such a brave widow. LOL. Before I get all Rodney Dangerfield on you, no respect, I'll tell you, no respect at all. In truth, we are the best of friends all the way back to our first day in high school. She understands me more than anyone in my life and has truly helped push me forward in my career in ways I never thought possible. Win-win. See, now as a man, I don't think I could ever admit that about my wife. Maybe that's the flaw. She's funny without trying and brilliantly smart and honest. She helps me be a better person. Wait, did Nia write this and she's pretending to be a lesbian? As a woman of a certain age, 49, I came up at a time when dynamics between same-sex relationship had the male-female polarity expectation attached. I don't think it's as much that way now. So much has changed in the LGBTQ culture since we were coming up. Lesbian, gay, bi, trans, queer. I can't. It's something else I have to look up. I can never remember how that goes. LGBTQ. Back then, old man voice, back in my day, the term butch femme was hugely popular, and I am definitely more butch. It's also a regional identity associated more with the East Coast than the West. We've lived out West for over a decade and don't see a whole lot of butch/femme. I don't know. But for that matter, we're not nearly as social as we were back East, so who knows? You should totally do a study on butches. We are a good lot. Hope that helps and go fuck yourself. Dude, do you realize how fucking hilarious it would be? In a perfect world, you went into a bar after having a fight with your wife and some dude in the lesbian relationship, sort of old school chick, was sitting there at the bar and you both fucking hit it off. Be fucking hilarious. I think that's just how it is. I just think in maybe all relationships, there's the person that's fucking pulling the wagon, and then there's a person sitting in the wagon complaining. But when you stop the wagon, they rub your back. I don't fucking know. Any dilemma.